Hello, everyone. Today's workout is going to involve some weights. If you have weights handy, if you don't have weights, that's totally fine. You can still get a really good workout. We're going to do a full body workout today. And what it's consisting of is repetitions. So there's no timing. The first 4 exercises is predominantly for legs. And we are going to do 20 repetitions per exercise. Feel free to turn your music on and let's get started. So I'm going to have everyone start jogging on the spot or marching. As always, grab water when you need it, work out at your pace, and most importantly, have fun. So let's get started. Okay, so we're jogging, we're marching on the spot. Bring those legs wide. Just getting that heart rate up. Okay, bringing this now to a tick-tock side to side. So again, this is the high impact. If you want a low impact option, it just means that any of the exercises, there's no jumping. You've always got one foot on the ground at a time. I'll flip back and forth between both just to give you that idea. Okay, we're going to change this to a heel tap in front. If you want to add your arms, it looks like this. This is the high impact. Again, the purpose of this is really just to get our body warmed up. Okay, bringing it now to a down and up. Just a down and up. With this, totally up to you how low you go, as well as your speed. Keep in mind the key point in all of these exercises is movement. Okay, we're going to kick the bum. If you want to add those arms in, feel free. For some, it might be too much coordination at once, and that's okay too. Okay, last one, everyone. Bring those feet wide. We're going to squat down and up. So while we're squatting, those feet are wide, our toes are slightly out. We're sitting our bum back. Just like there's a chair or something behind us that we're sitting our bum down on. All right, 2 more of these and then we're going to get started. Awesome. Okay, so as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the first 4 exercises we're doing is legs. We're doing 20 repetitions. So feel free to go at my pace, but by all means, if you're faster or slower, that's okay too. Remember, this is your workout. So for those of you that have weights, grab them. If you don't, you're just going to exclude the arms portion of this. So we're going to do a plie squat with an overhead press. Now, if you don't have weights, you do have the option of using anything you have around the home, dish detergent jugs, anything, oil jugs, anything that has a bit of weight to it, or you can just do the movement, okay? So it's a squat and an overhead press. So that's what it looks like, all right? So we're gonna do 20 of them, and here we go. We'll start that as 1. So keep in mind, when you're squatting, it's totally up to you on your flexibility, how low you go in that squat. Obviously, the lower you're going, the harder it is. But if you've got knee issues or flexibility issues and you can't go that low, you just do what you can. We're halfway. A little bit of shoulder work here. All right, we've got a couple more. Don't forget to breathe. You're exhaling on the up. That was 20. Awesome. Okay, let's set those weights down. Now I'm going to give you two options. We're doing split lunges. If you want to do a low impact and use weights, that's okay. This is what it looks like. So the weights are just in your hands. And we're stepping forward and lunging. Again, as always, when we're lunging forward, if I show you a side view, that front knee does not go past your toe. If it does, it means that your lunge or your step forward is not big enough, okay? So for those that want it a little bit more challenging, you're gonna do a high impact where there's no weights needed, and it's a bit of a jump. So you start in a lunge position like this. If you're having balancing issues, widen your stance. So it's a lunge down, jump, switch your legs, okay? So again, you choose which one you want to do. We're doing a total of 20, so 10 per side. Everybody ready? Let's go. It's important, whichever way you're choosing, that you have control. Speed will play a big factor of that. If you're going too fast, woo, you'll lose your control. As well with your stance, we're halfway. If your stance is too narrow, you'll also lose your balance. So you can see, after every time I do this, I sort of reset myself. And for those of you that are doing this well, a high or a low, you can tell it gets that heart rate going. I've got one more. And stop. Awesome. Again, reminder, grab some water as you need it, okay? Next exercise is side kicks. Looks like this. So it's a slow motion, kicking out to the side. You want to try and stay as upright as possible. Everybody ready? And start. This is one that I like to say that allows you to catch your breath. This is where I hope you have music on in the background, so you can't hear yourself breathe like I do. We're halfway. Watch that you're not leaning too much. I'm trying to stay as centered as possible. We have 3 more. 1 more each side. And stop. Awesome. Okay, guys, the last one, no weights required. It's an out, out, in, in. So it looks like this. Out, out, in. So ways that you can vary this one. Obviously, the farther out and the lower you go, the harder it is. If you don't want to jump at all, it's going to be a step out and a step in. So it's almost like you're walking out, walking in, okay? 20 of these. Ready? Let's go. Usually the hardest part with this one, if you're jumping, is the coordination. That's 15, we're almost there. Last one, I think I lost count. Good job, everyone. Okay, we're down on the ground. So now we're moving on. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the first 4 is legs and 20 repetitions. We're now gonna go to arms and 15 repetitions, okay? So exercise 1 is a tricep push-up. You have a few options. From your knees, elbows are gonna stay in and push back up. Now that's the hardest, unless you can do it from your toes, but you have to make sure your elbows can stay at your side, okay? From there, if that's too difficult and your form isn't good, you're gonna go all the way to your stomach and then push yourself back up, really trying to keep those elbows in. From there, you can do it kneeling up against the wall or something that isn't gonna move, and you can lower yourself down, push yourself back up. Okay, and then the last one would be standing, and obviously keeping those elbows in as much as you can while you're doing that, okay? So you choose what works for you. 15 is the magic number. Getting ready and start. Let's go. All right, I got 5 in. Remember, your pace may vary, and that is okay. Do an elbow check, everyone. Tuck those elbows in. This is when it gets tough. This is where those arms are going. What are you doing to me? We got 5 more. Engage that core. By that, squeeze your bum, your thighs, and that core. That will help. 2 more. And breathe. Ugh, all those things to remember. Great job, everyone. Okay, next one is with weights. So again, if you don't have weights, you're gonna just do the legs portion of this, okay? It is a chest fly with your legs lowering to the ground. So we're throwing in a little bit of core with our arms. So I'm gonna show you the full exercise. Looks like this, arms to the side and legs lower at the same time. Now, if you don't have weights, then you solely can just do this motion with your legs, up and down, okay? So we're doing 15 of them, arms in the air, legs in the air if you so choose, and begin. All right, I've got us at 5, so it's nice and controlled. Working the chest muscle as well as the lower part of the abdominal. Now, if you find your back is getting sore doing this, bend your knees. That will help. And then you can also limit how far your legs lower. This is 11. Couple more. All right, one more. Awesome. Whew. Okay, guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we have more push-ups. So how this is gonna work, we're doing wide push-ups. So our hands are wider than our shoulders, okay, whatever that looks like. You have the same options that I gave you with the tricep push-ups, from your toes, from your knees, going all the way down to your stomach, kneeling up against something and pressing off, or you can do it standing up against a wall, okay? So we're doing 15 of these. Pick which way works for you. Get yourself ready. Okay, let's go. Really try and incorporate your breathing into this. So you're exhaling as you come up. Think of pushing yourself or blowing yourself off the ground. 10. We're almost there. Do a posture check, get that bum down, readjust. We got 2 more. Last one. Awesome. Finish yourself up. Grab a quick drink if you need it. Okay, so I'm going to give you our last arm variation is going to be, if you have weights, you can do a standing overhead press. So it looks like this. So your arms are straight up, palms face in, soft knees, weights come beside your head, not on your head, like I just did. Okay, so that's tricep overhead extension. For those of you that don't have weights, you're gonna find something at home that resembles a bench. It may be the edge of a couch, it may be a kitchen chair, it might be an ottoman, it may be a step, okay? And we're gonna do tricep dips, which looks like this, okay? Now, if you have both, you get to choose which one you wanna do, okay? I'll do tricep dips. So 15 of them. Everybody ready? Let's go. The closer your feet are to the bench, so if I move them in, the easier that is. So if you're struggling with this, then move those feet in. And likewise, if it's too easy, you can move those feet out. All right, we're at 10, we got 5 more. One more. Whew. Feel those arms, shake them out. Okay guys, we're now gonna do some abdominals. So we're down on the ground. If you have a weight, you don't need one, but we're gonna do a Roman twist. If you don't have a weight, feel free to use anything, okay? Small child, detergent jug, whatever, soup cans. So your feet are on the ground, we're rotating one side to the other, okay? If you don't have anything, then you're just doing that motion. You're kind of tapping side to side. The key thing with this one is that your eyes follow where you're at. I see a lot of people in the gym doing this and they're like this and their head stays straight on. Well, that's a really good shoulder workout, but the exercise is intended for your core. So you want your nose, your shoulders, and the center of your body, the belly button, to kind of follow suit. So that's why you turn everything all together. You don't want to go fast because you could get dizzy doing it, okay? If you want to make it more challenging, there are ways, like I say, adding weight. You can lift your feet up off the ground. Okay, so now we're into the ab section. We're going to do 10 repetitions, so we're working our way down. So you choose which one you want to do. Ready, and start. So fuller range of motion, slower is always better. Think of speed in a way that it actually helps you with momentum. And in momentum, we use less muscle, okay? So there aren't too many exercises that we do where the faster you go, it's better. There may be 1 or 2 out there, but for the most part, slow is best. And that's 10. Okay, next one. We're on our back. Again, I'm going to give you a variation, no weights required. This is called an X crunch. So we're laying on our back. We'll be festive, it's like a snowflake, okay? So if you want it less intense, you can keep your legs on the ground and you're gonna reach opposite foot, opposite ankle. For those that wanna make it a little bit more challenging, Your legs aren't actually going to touch the ground, they're going to hover. Now keep in mind, if that bothers your back, then just bring your legs up higher, okay? That's okay too. So you pick what's going to work for you. We're doing 10 per side. Okay, everybody ready? And start. Head can be up or down. Obviously, if you're keeping the head down, then it limits you on how high you can actually reach. But if that's the way that you can do it without it affecting your neck, I say go for it. That's 7 per side, 8, 9, one more guys, and 10. Whew, awesome. Okay, next one. If you have a weight, you can use it. We're gonna do a full sit-up. I'm gonna give you an alternative for those that may find that too challenging. But let me show you the exercise to start. And surprisingly enough, the weight actually will help you get up. So don't think adding a weight makes it harder. It actually makes it a little bit easier. So for those of you that want it harder, then drop the weight, okay? So with the weight, you kind of use the momentum, again, we talked about momentum, of that weight pulling you forward. So you can do that with or without a weight. If you find that it is really challenging to do it either way, you're gonna do just a regular crunch. So your knees are bent, your hands are behind your head, and you are just lifting a couple inches off the ground, really engaging that core, and you're not going very high because you want it to be your abdominals that do the engaging, not your neck, okay? And again, we're doing 10 of these. Okay, let's get ready and start. Here we go. This is 8. One more. And 10. Finish up your 10. I recognize everyone's speed is different, and that is okay. The beauty of the video is you can actually mute me at any time, or pause me. Guess you don't want to mute me, you have to hear what I say. All right, guys, last one before we stretch. We are almost there. We're gonna put our feet in the air. There isn't really a lot of alternatives for this. We're reaching for the outside foot. I suppose if you're not able to, say, bring your legs straight in the air due to super tight hamstrings, then you might just say bend your legs like this and reach for the outside of your calf. That would be an alternative. But for the most part, I think between those two, it should be fairly doable for everyone. Okay? So 10 per side, guys. Here we go. That's 10, we're halfway. One more. Fantastic. Great workout, everyone. Okay, we're gonna do a quick stretch here. I want everyone to lay on their back, stretch those legs out. Bring those arms overhead. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Relax yourself into the mat. Okay, guys, we're gonna bring that one leg up onto your knee. You're gonna take that opposite hand, you're gonna pull it across. And just go as far as you're comfortable with. That other arm stays straight out. So this is a really good glute, back, stretch. You may get yourself some free adjustments there in your back by doing that. All right, switch legs over to the other side and rotate. Again, just go to where you're comfortable with it. Awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna take one of those legs straight in the air. You're gonna grab your calf. So super hamstring stretch right in through here. Now there are options for this. If you're incredibly tight, feel free to use some sort of assist, whether it's a belt or a band, and wrap it around your leg or your foot rather than you grabbing your calf. You do want to try and be as comfortable as possible when you're stretching. Now rotate that ankle. Awesome. Okay, guys, let's switch that up. So extend that other leg up. Hamstring stretch. Again, often a super tight muscle. Now you do have the option that if this is fairly easy for you and you need a deeper stretch, you can straighten out that other leg. There's lots of different ways to sort of get a bit of a deeper stretch. Rotate that ankle. And the other way. Excellent. Okay, slowly rock yourself up to a sitting position. And then slowly coming onto your knees. We're going to bring this into a child's pose. So bring those knees wide. And you want to sit your bum down into your heels. Those arms are extended forward. You're going to drop your forehead down. And you're going to take a deep breath. And exhale. And this is just a really great stretch for your lower back, opening up through those hips. Slowly coming up. We're going to put ourselves into a prone position. So you're going to go on your hands and you're going to pop yourself up onto your toes. I want you to sort of wiggle your calves. So you're sort of, it's like you're walking. Good, and now you're going to walk your feet in towards your hands or your hands into your feet, placing your hands on your knees, and you're going to roll that back up. Doing that slowly just to minimize any lightheadedness or dizziness. Nice big shoulder rolls. Excellent. Okay, give those thumbs up. You're going to open those hands up. Feeling that stretch right in through the chest and shoulders. Giving that chest a great stretch. We did a lot of chest work. Bring those hands up and over. You're going to tip to the one side. And you're going to tip to that other side. Excellent. And I want everyone to take a deep breath in. And you're going to exhale. And you're going to do one more time. And I want to thank everyone for joining me today. I hope you had a great workout and enjoy your day.